Let's go. Get into it. So, this idea just popped in my head within like the last 5 to 10 minutes. Make a video titled "How I Want to Represent Valley Ridge Academy, VRA, Greenleaf Nocady, K through 8, etc." So again, if you're unfamiliar with my work at Valley Ridge, again, not and never have been a full employee there because I only graduated Allegheny High School part of class 2018, and I have not yet gone to college, so not a full employee whatsoever, and so on. But if you read one of my previous articles on njtocitynews.com, I pretty much say self-proclaimed VRA Hawk ambassador. If you've been watching my social media for any amount of time, Snapchat, Instagram, etc., you would know that's definitely what I've coined myself is the self-proclaimed Hawk ambassador. Let alone listen to any of my music that I've shot at VRA out in my I've again self-proclaimed VRA Hawk ambassador. So again, my origins with Valley Ridge again began from the 2000, I think it was 18 year, if I'm not mistaken, 2018 season. When I fully officially started going over there for their sporting events, start supporting them. The next generation of Nice is what I considered them because they are the next generation of Nice. At the time, it was actually I was trying to support Pacetti Bay as the most immediate next generation in Nice. But then I realized at the time I couldn't really drive to get over there, but I could bike, and that's what I was doing because Pacetti Bay is over near World Golf Village and so on in St. Augustine, and so on as the area code suggested to be. And VRA is right down. Take a couple corners, and so on. Take a couple left turn corners, and it's right there in Greenleaf Nocady, and so on. And I lived in Nocady Enclave at the time. So that's what that is. I was like, what's the next closest middle school that I could support to Pacetti Bay as the next generation of Nice? And it just hit me, dawned on me, VRA, Valley Beach Academy. And I would say I've definitely had a lot of success over there supporting VRA, and so on. I definitely, again, want to ask anybody at the school, anybody at the school from, a student, from a faculty staff member, again, forgive me if you've ever seen me misrepresent VRA in any sort of way. That even if I'm not an official employee, I still look at myself as one of your biggest fans. I still look at myself as the self-proclaimed VRA Hawk ambassador. I'm still the one. Literally, you get a lot of my social media. I'm always promoting VRA in a very positive mood and regimen. The same way I've been promoting Nice over the years. So it's like still, even if I'm not a full employee, forgive me for ever misrepresenting your school in the worst way. Your school, our school, these school, the kids' school in a negative way whatsoever. But for the most part, it's all been positive. Everybody's loved me, tremendously. The kids, adore me, prophetically, and I've just tried whatever I could to represent the school, in the best way. Let alone lead the kids, God's way in life, school, and sports. Whenever I see them out in public, whenever I see them at the games, try to be as cordial and respectful and responsible as I can towards leading them to victory, let alone towards again, just giving them that simple, advice of how God loves them, the parents love them, the school loves them, and they're gonna have a bright, successful future in whatever they God first want to do in life. The way I want to represent VRA, vice versa, like I said, is continuously keep doing what I'm doing as a self-proclaimed VRA Hawk ambassador. And besides that, with that details, again, just keep going to the sporting events, keep getting to know as many of the faculty and staff members as I possibly can. Again, getting to learn getting to know their stories, learn their perspectives, and just keep on growing, as I would say, a school home and school family, and so on and so on. Continuously keep knowing the do's and the don'ts, and just keep on doing whatever I can to cheer the kids on to victory. Because, like I said, I love my work at VRA. I can assure you, during my this is again how you know that I'm gifted when it comes to the calling of youth development. Because every team that I support at every stage, thus far has won something with me around. VRA in the 2019 season won the middle school championship for St. John's, and so on. The girls team won the middle school championship for St. John's during my attendance. I was supporting them the entire season, and again, that support started in 2018. So I feel like I was very, very, very a part of their journey towards taking it all, winning it all, and so on. They absolutely did what they had to do. And in 2020 season, if I'm not mistaken, went similarly the same way. Because the boys team with brothers like Abdul and Leighton Toby and so on, who are now currently freshmen at Nice, they're about to be sophomores at Nice. and so on. Brothers like that, it's even more amazing because what they did, and Cameron Smith and Zach Hagu, it's amazing because what they did with VRA was like you should have seen them. Like the boys basketball team was just like unstoppable, unbeatable. If it wasn't for one bad playoff game, they would have probably won the whole darn thing because Abdul was a wrecking ball freight train. Can't nobody stop that kid. Like literally, can't nobody stop that kid. I mean, he was like a man amongst the boys. At VRA when I was, there watching him play. I mean, literally, it was like, get out my way. You can't stop me. You can't touch me. You can't do nothing with me. Abdul was just flying through everybody, and I don't think he ever dunked a couple times, but I definitely know he just, ran through everybody and was just like, yeah, my. It was him and some other kid that went to Ponte Vedra instead of Nice. That those two were like they were like the twin towers of that team. Again, it's like they were just running through everybody, couldn't nobody stop them. And like I said, Abdul really was again the wrecking ball freight train. He was a man amongst boys and etc. I mean, you just watch him play. That's how he was. And like I said, if you would ask me, I personally ordained him as the future of Nice boys basketball because the kid is very prophetic with his skill and marble with his talent. And again in character off the charts as well. So I mean, again, for future years, next 3 years, if anybody from VRA or anybody from any other school wants to come out and not only see who Abdul is, but just support him and support the whole team, feel free. Again, because I'm telling you, he is the future of Nice boys basketball. He is the face of the franchise. I have ordained him as the face of the franchise. We're gonna go somewhere in the playoffs with him over the next 3 years if he stays with us, because the kid is just too talented and so on. I mean, he can again and cross you up, dribble you out of your shoes. The kid knows what he's doing, and he got the game on lock. Honestly, I mean, he will. It's like saying if you're not feeling him immediately, he'll make you feel him, immediately because the kid is just that much of a force to be reckoned with. So I mean, like I say, that's really what happens when I support any team. I ignite them. I ignite that flame under them. And they just, again, they take off, whether they win a championship or they go somewhere deep in the playoffs. The point is they go somewhere, and so on. Everything that I support, and so on. And VRAs, like I say, definitely a proud marker and staple of that, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I started supporting VRA as a self-proclaimed VRA Hawk ambassador. I don't think I coined myself with that term until the 2019 season. I don't think so. But yeah, I definitely started supporting them as the next generation in Nice because I couldn't drive over to Pacetti Bay at that time, and I can assure you, I look at myself very much as like, not only the self-proclaimed VRA Hawk ambassador, but as a VRA kid. Now I never went there, like I said before. If I had went there, mathematically I would have graduated, either last year or the class of 19. I would have graduated if I had went to VRA, and so mathematically I would have graduated. But no, I graduated part of class of 18. And so on. Went to school, but got into Nice in the class of 17, but it took an extra year, and I'm again so happy for that because again, what ended up happening, like I said before, I wanted that one extra, last dying breath, chance at supporting the class of 2021, and the class of 2021 will forever hold a special place in my heart because of the time that I spent with them, mentoring them, supporting them, and maturing them into the fine young people they are today. I mean, a lot of these kids, like I said, when they came into Nice, they looked like children, like they were still in middle school, and now you look at them, they look like, almost fully functioning grown adults. And I am very happy for all of them and how far they've all come and gone and where they're going in the future through Christ, which is them. And I just want people to also understand, I mean, these are the important values and morals and standards you have to keep about yourself, when it comes to not only representing whatever school you represent, but just representing, whatever brand you want to be a part of, and so on and so on, for the foreseeable future. Like I said, I believe I'm a marketing gold mine. If you would ask me, but Jesus will evolve. To put marketing aside, this is just basic normal human behavior, basic normal human support and love thy neighbor, and just being real with people and trying to again do whatever groundwork you can to let people know that again, there is a broader day. They're not alone. You have their back, and they do have a bright future in Christ's name. If they just trust and believe in themselves and trust and believe in the Heavenly Father that gave them life today, and so on and so on. But like I said, yeah, my support with VRA, like I said, I am very godly stuff with me there. You know, the kids got electric and excited seeing me there, with me there, supporting them as loudly and positively and encouragingly as I did. You know, I mean, I have, had, kids hitting me up quite often, telling me thank you for being there for us, thank you for supporting us, thank you for all you do for us. I got parents doing the same thing, vice versa, especially when they see me in person, being like, yeah, I heard you, you're awesome, thank you for supporting my kid, and thank you for being here, and and yada yada yada. I get and that's why I say I thank everybody who's ever hit me up or seen me in person and gave me those responses, because, like I say, you have given me hope and purpose that my life has meaning, that I'm not just on this earth for nothing, that I've actually been a part of something bigger than myself, and I've actually chose the right path to go down, and so on. Because sometimes I say, I get in my own head and I break down. I'm like, man, questioning my everything. Like, have I truly been doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or did I fall astray and I didn't even know it? And a lot of you all have been there to pick me up, vice versa, and show me that no, I have been doing exactly what God has bestowed upon me to do on this earth, and I've been doing it the right way, and I've been doing it, prophetically, and I've just been doing it again, generally, and just everything's just been, blowing up organically, and so on. So I thank VRA once again, for giving me those opportunities to be there and support, and encourage and just mentor and cheer on the kids throughout God first, anything and everything that they do. I look at myself, like I said before, as VRA's self-proclaimed Hawk ambassador. I want to help VRA in every possible God-first way of not only increasing the attendance, with more kids wanting to come to the school, but also just in general with kids loving their school and fostering that hospitality, to want to be at school and want to learn with their fellow students and want to grow with their fellow faculty and staff. And just like I say, feel at home, and feel like the Hawk's Nest, is the best, and so on and so on. And like I said, I thank God for all the parents and students that understand what I'm saying, and like I say, have vice versa giving back to me with all the positivity, love, and warmth, because like I said before, you totally let me know that my life is meaning and I'm on the right track with the Lord, and so on. So again, how I want to represent VRA is continuously like that, being the VRA Hawk ambassador, God first, doing whatever is asked of me by God, and and the rest of, by God and the rest of everybody else, the rest of the community. That's the phrase I'm looking for. As by God and the rest of the community to be certain places, support the kids and all things, and really just get to know their families. Is vice versa one of the most important tasks that I will always and forever hold. Is just getting to know your family. That is the most important task that I will always and forever hold in your youth development. For all kids out there listening, no matter what school you go to, the most important task I will ever hold in your youth development is just getting to know your family. Getting to know your background, your roots, your character traits, your strengths, your weaknesses. Now, how I can help you improve in all of that moving forward in Christ's name. And so on. So just keep on representing as Hawk ambassador. Keep on doing everything that I just said, and keep on looking out for the signs of where God is taking me to go deeper and deeper into my youth development journey and path, and supporting other kids at other schools and so on and so on. And like I say, I've made a lot of VRA content thus far. Like I say, a big part of what the website NJ to the City Music is for is not just to promote me and my music career, to tendency to support all the schools, the community at large, and so on. So you're definitely going to see a lot of VRA content on there next school year, a lot of continuous niece content, a lot of content from a lot of different schools. I have a lot of different friends at a lot of different schools, and so on. So like I said before, and the vice versa college news, a lot of really good stuff. I mean, one of my slogans for the website is #news that brings you closer to Jesus, or news that brings you #closer to Jesus. Closer to Jesus is one of my songs that I produced off my Younglings Nation album on this channel. You can look up the playlist Younglings Nation, and that is the song that is based upon Younglings, or Closer to Jesus off of Younglings Nation. And you listen to the song, you're gonna think that I work for St. John's County Public Schools. You're gonna think I do. Or St. John's County School District. You're gonna think I do, because everybody that listens to it thinks that I do, honestly. But I can't blame you. I word things so expertly well and just do my job with it. And like I say, volunteer or not, I look forward to just continue representing it all and living up Christ.